Hey everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So after a short break off YouTube, I am back to acknowledge that it is a Junior Eurovision Song Contest 2023 week, right? Rehearsal started today. It is Tuesday the 21st of November as I record this. And as a result of that, I'm fully aware that there are two songs which I have yet to listen to. And as a result of that, I've been unable to listen to a Junior Eurovision playlist this year to work out my favourites. So it is imperative at this stage to get up to date. And as a result of that, check in with the last two songs that I have yet to listen to. And that is Armenia and Ireland. So that is the purpose of this video, despite it being somewhat late. Better late than never. So let's start with Ireland first. Okay, so for Ireland, we have Jessica McKean. Lives on a dairy farm in a small town in Northern Ireland, surrounded by fields, cows, and beautiful countryside. Sounds identical to my childhood. So we've already got something in common. Right, okay, so the song is it Aisling? Aisling? I worked with a lady called Aisling and she was Irish. I know Sophie from last year. So Sophie from last year, who is Ireland's representative at Junior Eurovision, I know that she's got songwriting credits on this song. I know that due to different Instagram accounts that I follow that have posted that over the past weeks or so. So that's amazing because what's she, 13? And she's got songwriting credits already, which is awesome. I'm expecting this to obviously be in Irish, running the kind of same theme that Ireland have been delivering at Junior Eurovision, which I think is a smart move, which I think adult Eurovision could possibly be inspired by. I love Sophie last year. I love Sophie's song. Ireland last year was like my second favourite behind the UK. So with all of that, I have high expectations. Also, I watched a video yesterday that ranked all of the Junior Eurovision entries in 2023 based on age. I could not believe how young some of these artists are. So Jessica's 11. She's 11. What was I doing at 11? Not this. I always think it's quite nice at adult Eurovision or Junior Eurovision, on listening to a song, if you don't know the country that it's from, could you guess? I think it wouldn't take you very long to guess that this song is from Ireland based on the sound. Okay, so that was the chorus. So we had the verse and the chorus. It doesn't hit as hard as Sophie's last year. Like, it sounds pleasant. I like this kind of Celtic sound, and obviously her voice sounds beautiful on the track. But I just remember being like 1 minute into Sophie's and having a very emotive reaction. That one hit hard. I don't know whether this is going to be the same based on the first verse and the chorus. It's pleasant. It's the sort of song where if you had it on in the background, you'd be like, oh, this is nice. It isn't hitting hard here like Sophie did last year. And as a result of that, I never doubted that Sophie was going to do well. I kind of just assumed it was going to happen. Obviously got very nervous when she got very, very ill and it was like looking like she might not even be able to get on the stage. But I had no doubt that that was going to do well. I don't have that confidence with this at this moment. Unless it can end with a climax. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, this has the same makeup of a song as Sophie's last year. But I think Sophie's just twofold. The melody was a bit more infectious and it was more emotive, because this has the same formula as Sophie's last year, but it doesn't seem to be resonating with me as much. I did know Sophie was in this music video, so not a surprise. That was a key change, right? So we are having somewhat of a climax. I'm really, really enjoying the backing vocals on this climax. I don't know whether they are Sophie's. They probably are in the recorded version. I've seen that Sophie is in Ireland, but I think she's there to do, in Nice, to do the results. It'd be interesting to see who or how that's going to sound on stage, because obviously, I've said it in the past, there is no pre-recorded backing vocals allowed at Junior Eurovision. So to kind of continue with what I think is actually a very effective backing vocal in this climax to make it pop right at the end, I'm quite intrigued to see how they're going to do that. I think it is a good entry. I think it might be quite difficult, or it's probably wrong of me to keep comparing it to Sophie's song last year. But I think because Sophie is in the music video and because she's part of the songwriting team, it's hard not to. And because I loved Solas last year. The only thing that I think is a very, very good, well, there's a few good things in regards to the song. Number one, Jessica can obviously sing. She's gone through the same singing contest as Sophie did. And like, look what happened there. Sophie sang amazing despite the fact that she was like 80% ill, 20% healthy. So touch wood, Jessica not being ill, you know, she's going to sing the crap out of this song in a good way. The second thing, I think, with Ireland going for this kind of Celtic vibe, resonating with, I guess, their culture and identity, I think that's also a good thing because there's no other song that's obviously competing with this sound either. Maybe Georgia to a point, but nonetheless, there's a few songs that are going to be competing with each other this year. This isn't that. And Sophie did very, very well last year. And I think there is a significant amount of people out there that will tap into this kind of sound of a song. So in that sense, this is a good thing. I just, like I said, I'm not resonating with it like I did with Sophie's last year. And as a result, I would be surprised if this equaled or bettered Sophie's result. Could this come top 10 based on what I've listened to so far? I think so, only because there are some songs that are similar and are competing with each other that might impact and affect each other when the votes come in. Can I see this top 5? I don't know. It might be on that night, Jessica singing with that live vocal, something might kick in potentially, but it hasn't necessarily listening to the radio edit, the recorded version. So nonetheless, decent effort from Ireland, I think. So Armenia. Okay, so we've got a girl band, being from the UK and us sending a girl band. Interesting. It's a bit of girl band rivalry. Inspired by their favourite K-pop artist, the group wants to bring that familiar sound to Junior Eurovision. Oh, so they're bringing K-pop. Okay, makes sense with their aesthetics, I guess. Young, colourful, rebellious and poppy. Love those descriptive words. Gang girls sing about the importance of staying true to yourself, being confident and doing things the best way, their way. Love it. Okay, so we're getting K-pop from Armenia. Interesting. 2 minutes and 35, that's it. Mind you, I think the UK song this year is around 2 minutes and 30. Okay. K-pop. Okay, dramatic start. The one thing that I must admit, which is evident to anyone who follows Junior Eurovision, Armenia seems to go all out on their music videos. It's already looking like a very well-produced and possibly quite expensive music video. It was a long intro. For a song that's 2 minutes and 35, that was 18 seconds of an intro. Reservation. There seems to be a lot of computerized effects on these vocals, which I don't think obviously they're going to be able to do on Nice. On Nice? In Nice. So it'll be interesting to see how this song is sung live, because I personally think that K-pop songs generally, from what I've seen on YouTube, aren't sung live. It's very rare that I ever see a K-pop act singing live. Blackpink I've seen sing live. I don't follow BTS, sorry, disclaimer. And I will be honest, as a Eurovision fan, there does seem to be a small crossover between Eurovision fans and K-pop fans, because particularly the music that I love in Eurovision, you get that sound and can get that sound through K-pop. I have limited exposure to K-pop, but I do listen to Blackpink, so that's going to be my reference. So they're not easy songs to sing, but part of the reason for that is because K-pop also relies on slick, energetic choreography, which also slightly worries me about going with K-pop at Junior Eurovision. Whoa. I'm too cool to be a fool. Potentially my favourite lyric of Junior Eurovision 2023. Probably for all the wrong reasons. I'm too cool to be a fool. Gonna be repeating that this week. There we go. K-pop. Do you know what? I really do commend Armenia for picking a completely different sound. And I always think that's quite wise. It's always a risk. Of course it is at adult Eurovision, particularly. I can think of lots of examples where people have taken risks with sounds and it's not paid off. But I think when you do that, it's also quite a good thing, because you know you're not going to be competing with other sounds. No one else is sending a K-pop song. There is a huge market of people that listen to K-pop and listen to this sound. So I commend the move. I think it was clever. Okay, I've already mentioned 1 or 2 reservations. I have 2 other reservations. I'm going to go back to, for me, K-pop pops, pardon the pun, because the choreography is slick and energetic. I've already said that. Look, I think the youngest, the youngest member here is 9 years old. So, I'm not expecting extremely polished, professional, energetic choreography, but I think to sell K-pop, you need it. My neighbour's child disagrees. I'll also be completely honest, I'm 1 hour and 14 minutes and I can't sing along to this song yet. I haven't picked up an evident, infectious melody. Like, I still say to this day, my favourite song from Armenia's 2014, Betty, People of the Sun, that was an infectious melody. That child. It's Junior Eurovision, maybe they know. I like this bit, this I cannot fault the music video. I can't fault the production of this song. It sounds expensive. Where it sounds expensive, where the production sounds polished and authentic and on brand with K-pop, there has been, in my opinion, a somewhat neglection of melody. Because what is that chorus? I don't know. But the production is very good. Further evidence of how good this production is. They say, and then do. This is when they're going to have to give all out on that choreography, because they're no longer singing. Also ended a little bit like Unicorn from Israel, right? For me, I do think this song will excel, or fall based on the choreography. Because like I said, it's not a song that I'm going to be singing along to. There is no infectious melody there, but I do enjoy the end. And like I said, it is reminiscent of Israel's adult Eurovision song this year at the end, where it was boom, 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 boom. Okay. I think the song's going to do well, but I'm going to be brutally honest, as I have low battery and haven't got much time left. After Spain, I could sing it. After France, I could sing it. After the Netherlands, I could sing it. After the UK, I could sing it. I can do my way. I think I'm more in love with the production than the melody. Because I think if I listen to this song walking to or back from work, I think I could really get into it because of the beat, not because of a song that I can sing along to. I don't know whether at Junior Eurovision that's a good or a bad thing. There are better melodies this year. And I think because of that, I don't know whether this song could win, but I think it will be competitive. I think it'll be competitive because the production's on point. There's enough people out there that like K-pop. They're giving a different sound to any other country. And generally, from what I know from Junior Eurovision, Armenia stayed well. This will creep into and up into the top 5, depending on choreo and whether the choreo can balance out a live vocal. I was trying to work out whether it's a hard song to sing. It's not. It's particularly with the chorus more chanty, but that doesn't mean that that's going to sound good with people in unison chanting whilst they're dancing. So that's not going to be easy to pull off. And if they can pull it off, then it could potentially do well. So those are my thoughts. But what do you think, more importantly? Let me know in the comments below. So I am done. So my next job over the next 48 hours is to work out my favourites. I've got a pretty good idea based on first listen, but it could change. And it has changed in the past once I listened to them all back to back and listened to some of these songs more than once. Because pretty much all of them, bar 1 or 2, I've listened to only once. So that is my job. So if you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.